So it was like your worst school year but best dance year?
Yes.
Did they like NYCDA Nationals better or the Dance Awards better?
Molly is iconic. She stays with the trends. And her combos are engraved in my brain. So whenever we do a different combo to the same song, it messes with my brain. And
Katie didn't like because they were like $5 for you to get her number. They were like placing bets on it, and that was making them not happy.
It's immature.
But I loved them so much, and I genuinely will miss them. And like I don't think they'll miss me at all.
Well, you hid behind me in the ballet audition, so she pushed me and was like, "Go, go."
Do you feel like they made it more dramatic than it was?
No.
Okay.
It got better.
If one of you got into your dream school and the other didn't, would you go to the dream school or would you go with the twin?
I loved doing You Don't Love Me the last time with everyone in the audience. Iconic. I will never forget that.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Stop Talking Kens, episode 32. We are back with a updated video with Katie and Kameron Couch. They were actually very highly requested because they were my first guests ever on the podcast. So
before the season, before college.
Yeah, before literally legit anything happened. So we felt it is very necessary before I head off to New York to do an updated video. So I asked you guys questions on the Stop Talking Ken's account. So if you don't follow that on Instagram, make sure you guys go follow it. But I asked you guys questions, and I've been asking questions with guests I have just to ask what you guys want to hear from the people I have. So yeah, but I think before we get into the questions, I think you should just tell everyone about your year and update as to where we left off last.
So I'm not sure if it was the beginning of the school year, but we successfully completed 11th grade. Struggled through. Somehow.
Was it your hardest year?
Yes.
Really?
Junior year is the hardest year. I'm warning. Yes. A lot of drama and tears later. But we did succeed. And we
survived.
Yes. We also finished the season with Project 21, which was the best season yet. So that was definitely needed from school versus dance. Dance saved us.
So it was your worst school year but best dance year?
Yes. And I think that's why we survived.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been saying this season of Project 21 has been the best season, but it legit has.
Yeah.
I don't even, words can't even explain it. It's kind of like a you have to be there type of situation, but it was seriously so amazing. Every single day was so great.
And there's not one thing we can pinpoint about it being
good. It's just everything cumulative together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what was the hardest part of junior year, school-wise?
The classes.
Yeah.
The friendships. The people you're surrounded by.
What's some advice going into high school? Because I know high school's hard in friendships, and I've kind of had it easy. I've had my one best friend throughout it all, and we just get through it together, so it's fine. But what do you think makes it hard?
Well, Cameron and I technically have one best friend too.
Yeah.
It's just each other,
right?
I think that's what also is what's separating us from the friends, because we have each other. So if we make a best friend, then it's a trio automatically, and
trios never work.
Trios never work.
It's a thing.
Yeah. So I think that is difficult being twins, but also it makes it so much easier because you always have someone. So it's not we don't have any friends, but it's we have each other as our best friends, so we're always together. So we're never alone, but
you feel alone.
Yes. And when it comes to advice, I think Katie and I need to be the ones
getting advice,
getting the advice, not giving the advice.
We're not very good at that subject.
What was your favorite subject in school this year?
Math. I loved my math teacher. I hope Katie has her next year. She was.
So Katie's gonna be
saved me
a level higher of math than Cameron next year. What? So tell us some of the classes you guys are taking next year. Katie's gonna be an AP Calc. I never reached AP Calc.
No. And I will never reach AP Calc.
Me and Cameron in the same boat here. Cameron's taking pre-calc, which I took. Me and Loyola took last year, and I loved it. It was great.
I didn't even get asked my favorite subject yet.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go.
So usually it's math, but because math was so difficult.
Oh, yeah, because she was already above.
Yeah,
she
took integrated 3 enhanced, meaning she did integrated 3 one semester and then pre-calc the next. I just took integrated 3. So the whole year I did what she did in one semester, and then the whole year this year is what Katie did her second semester.
Yeah.
And so
she's gonna.
But
get to AP
honestly,
Calc.
that was good because like I had one sister doing one semester and the other sister doing the other semester. So if I had questions, like I could go to Kam and she had so much more worksheets than I ever got. So it did help.
Yeah.
But my favorite subject was probably Lit and Comp.
it was good this year.
I loved Lit and Comp.
Normally,
and I
like, they're
hate
like
English.
the math people in the family, and then I'm the literature people in the
Yes, but we had a really good
It was so
lit
good.
teacher. But we didn't have a single class together.
No.
The only class we had different was math, but all of our classes were either with different teachers or the same teacher but different blocks.
And it
I
was
actually
just
think
annoying.
that's questions. Like, do you guys have classes together in school?
We don't know yet, but like I swear I will go to my counselor, and if we don't have another one, I'm gonna say like
you had
it's our
not a
last
single
year
class
together. No,
together last year?
no,
Yeah.
And then the year before, all we had was our elective. But we
our
like,
TA block.
we
But
like TA together.
and it was like the only block we could.
so
be
I'm
together.
pretty sure like there's a thing where like they actually flag you guys and don't put you together.
It's honestly annoying.
And after the incident that happened this year, you guys are definitely not gonna be together.
No, we will. We have to be.
Yeah, we have to. I'm literally gonna go to our counselor and be like, it's our last year. We might not go to college together, so you better put us in classes together.
Okay, speaking of college, have you started? It's like your summer going into senior year. Have you started anything for college?
I mean, college apps open in 3 days, so right, 3 days.
I definitely did not open it right when it opened.
Well,
Definitely not.
By the time this podcast comes out, we definitely will be doing some college stuff because they are open and the college process is about to begin.
So I think the twins have it easier than me in the sense that I was the first child like that went to college or that is going to college. So like my mom and I is like everything was very new. Like we had no clue what we were doing. Like we were so confused. Like and now like it's like so much easier because my mom's gone through it. I've gone through it, and now the twins are gonna be like. I mean, it's not gonna be a breeze, but it's gonna definitely be easier. Like you know what to expect with the filming and all of that. So would you say you're applying to like all the same schools that I did? Oh.
No.
So, I think you applied to over 20, right?
No. Like 14,
14.
12.
So, Cameron and I, we have decided on 7 colleges.
Or 8.
7 colleges, and I think that's it. That's our
Yeah.
max. We have a few New York, few California.
We have a safety school already because at NYCDA Nationals this year, we did a college audition and Point Park gave us a scholarship to their college. So that is great because we already have a safety school. But
And
yeah.
then our school, OSHA, does college fair where they bring in colleges and you can get preconditional acceptances. And I got one to Point Park last year, but that's also nice too. And there was also like schools where like Chapman came in. Chapman didn't give any preconditional acceptances, but I got to talk to the person and then go to my Chapman audition. So I'm sure like that had to have weighed in a factor to mine.
Yeah.
So like that's definitely nice. Like, and that's like a pro of us going to an art school. I know there's definitely like pros and cons to it all. And a lot of people ask us a lot, like we definitely don't have a normal high school experience at all. But I think when it comes down to like this part of it, it's working
For sure.
for sure.
And
And
our
like,
school's great with that.
yeah, and like my literal NYU audition was at my high school.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I was
great.
the only person in the room that went to the high school.
And
So,
even though like that doesn't have a factor,
yeah, like obviously
Like you're in
an environment where you dance in every
Yeah.
single day, and
Yeah.
that just makes it so much better.
like I was in the room that I choreographed Art Deco in. Like
it just
it's like just you feel comfortable.
yeah.
Like yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna look on the Stop Talking Ken's Instagram. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just do like this. Kind of reminds me of if you guys remember in some episodes when we would do like the rapid fire. We kind of stopped doing that, but a lot of people ask like really random questions they want to know about you. Okay, what's your favorite color?
Pink and yellow for me.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
White, blue, and green.
Polar opposites here.
What's the saddest part about Ken's going to college?
her moving across the country.
They're very sad.
It's just, like, we have never not done anything that Ken's has done. Because, like, Ken's always has, like, 1 year without us. Whether it's, like, going to school or, like, going...
And, like, switching in convention rooms.
Yes. Like, it's like switching convention rooms.
We compete against each other. Like, our whole lives. But there's always, like, one year where we're, like, split.
Yes.
And it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Like, but, like, it makes me... like, a lot of people are, like... Do you care when the twins beat you? No. Like, I prefer. Yeah. I don't prefer.
Well, okay.
But, like, it feels like me, too.
Yeah.
Like,
it's also, like, we say, like, a win is, like, a win for
all
three of us.
Yeah.
And, like, true, obviously, like, you would love to be the one to win, but also, like, we would prefer if one of us were to win.
Yeah.
Like, or do better, because it's, like, it is a win for the three of us.
But also, like, I feel like all three of us dance completely different, and honestly, competitions, it's what the judges prefer.
Yeah.
And we trade off
that.
so much just because of what, like, the judge prefers.
Well, you guys kind of tied a lot this year, but yeah.
Yeah. But that is the saddest part. Like, just, like, not competing with her anymore. Not going to school with her. Katie and I have never not gone to the same school as Ken.
I've gone to school without them.
But we've never done that. And just dance in general. Right when we started, Ken's was dancing too. Like, project, every year we've been dancing. Like, we've never not
Yeah, I don't think we've been in the studio alone. On stage alone. Like, all of our group dances, we were on stage together. That was sad.
Our last
we were, like, recompeting. It was
when you least expect
1 a.m. The twins are sobbing. I was like,
well, we were really tired. But it was
they were
NYCDA
exhausted.
gala. We were doing When You Least Expected. Right before Katie and I were like, God, this is our last time dancing with Ken.
They were sad.
Tears.
They were sobbing. I was so confused. And then I think they were sad. They were exhausted from the week.
Yeah.
Like, exhausted. I think it was, like, also tears of joy that the week was over. Like, there was just a lot of emotions that the two of them had.
Yeah.
Okay. Would either of you ever be an ambassador for a dancewear brand?
No. I feel like that's something that's really fun when you're younger because you do go to convention every single week. That's when you are in your prime. So, no, we've never been an ambassador, but, like, previously, I mean, probably we would have. I feel like now it's, like, more targeted to, like,
Younger kids.
For sure. But no, we would never be.
Would either of you ever start your own YouTube channels?
No. I would, but, like, I would never take that away from Ken.
Yeah.
So.
It was something when I started my own. I was like, this is going to be my thing. Like, they can't do it, whatever. And I feel like that's when you wanted to do it, is when I started. I was doing it. I was vlogging. I loved it. And then I think that's when Cameron wanted to, but then I was like, no. And then, like, you're over it now, right?
I mean, I do post on TikTok every single day, and my shorts always are on our Couch Sister channel.
Yeah,
so
that makes her very mad.
Yeah. So, I mean, the only reason why I would have my own channel is for those shorts. But, I mean, I wouldn't. If Ken doesn't want me to have one, then I won't.
This is kind of something we touched on, but do you guys ever get competitive with each other? I feel like no.
No.
Like, I'm never like, I need winner scholarship over them, or like.
Yeah, I feel like we're never like, I don't want, so. Like,
I'm going to be mad if so-and-so beats. Like, we don't care.
Yes. But also, like, it's like, if Katie gets a winner scholarship over me, obviously I would rather both of us to get it. You know? But we're never like, I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never
Katie
like,
to get it.
And it's also like, I need to get it over the other.
Yeah, like, never like that.
It's just rather like, both get it.
Yeah. Well, that's like you guys.
Yeah.
It's definitely more towards you guys, because for me, it's like, I'm used to them getting it over me. Actually, one time I got it this year and they did not. So let's just all take a moment.
And also, like, we weren't like, we should have
didn't
got
cry.
it over Ken's. Like,
Well, maybe you did think that.
no.
Well, you hid behind me in the ballet audition, so. She pushed me and was like, go, go.
So that, like, combo was so hard. And
so
Ken's was hiding in the back corner.
Yes, because at conventions, if you don't know how it works, it's like you have to get your number written down in jazz. It's like ballet. You just can't get cut.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
that's
like-
where they just cross.
Yeah, they just cross it out. So I was just like,
She put Katie and I on the side in between her, and she was like behind, and
yeah,
she was like,
I was like literally.
she kicked me at one point for being too close. I was just,
I did kick her.
For, like, going the wrong way.
I didn't go the wrong way. I just kicked her. And the combo was so so hard. And then like once I got past ballet, I was like, oh, it's fine. I was like, I'm
and then
fine.
she won over Katie. And we were telling Molly, and Molly was like, how? And I was like, she hid. Like, there was no stopping it.
Yes, I did go to the back. Okay. You have to be smart, and I'm smart.
Yeah,
know your strengths and weaknesses.
Know your strengths and weaknesses.
You guys gonna miss having Kenza at P21?
Yeah, obviously. Ken's like a big personality.
At Project.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not just Katie and I gonna miss her. The whole team is. But I also feel like next year, like, a lot of like people were crying over like missing them, but I'm just like, you're not getting rid of her. Like, anytime she's in California, you best believe we're gonna take her to class.
Yeah.
So we are gonna miss her, but like, she's not leaving.
It's not like gone forever. Yeah. If you could pick anyone who has not done a solo for you yet, who would it be?
Billy
Bell?
Billy Bell.
Wait, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I want another Molly solo because I've only ever had one. Fun fact. Season 3.
A lot of questions. Are you guys going to have Molly solos next year?
Yeah. And so I do really want a Molly solo again because, like, Katie's gotten 2. And she's gotten more than me. But, yeah.
And her, like, one solo that she did with Molly was so good. It was All That Jazz. You guys probably already know that.
But, yeah. So, not like I haven't gotten a solo by her before, but I do want one.
Yeah. Same. A lot of people are, like, senior year Molly solos.
Yes,
and
for sure.
Senior year duet. Are you guys going to have a duet next year?
Yes.
We already have one.
But they are just not competing it. I don't know why. You have this problem where it's like they have duets and they're good, but they just don't want to compete it. Ever.
Okay. 2 things with that. 1, duos are always the most inconvenient times during competition because they're fillers. So it's either like
mini groups,
like they need more because they need to like fill the competition. So it's like during that,
or like sidekick sometimes too.
Or it's like if we have group dances and people need breaks in between their dances, so it's us, but then we have no break in between our group dances. So it's just like the most inconvenient times, whether it's like 24/7 in the morning at 7 in the morning, or it's at midnight with the teen solos where we're not teens
anymore.
So that's 1, and 2, cleaning the duo isn't always the most fun.
I feel like that's the time you guys fight the most ever.
Yeah. And also, like, when we use the time to clean the duo, we would prefer using the time to clean solos or work on technique or something like that rather than cleaning the duo.
Yeah. But the twins just don't like getting ready additional day and
it's always on a different day.
It's always on a different day. And we literally, it's like our one day off and then we just
if it was guaranteed with solos, let's say it was like guaranteed with senior solos, then we would do it all the time, but it's not guaranteed.
Okay, I would say though they will do it next year because it's senior year and they'll do it at some point.
And we do like pull it a lot because it's inconvenient. So we would just rather not do it.
If it's ever not in the schedule, or it originally was and now it's not, it's
That's
not
why.
Because we're not ready to do it. It's literally because it's inconvenient and
they don't want to get ready another day.
Yeah.
Okay, Loyla and I have been talking about this a lot. You get ready. You have an hour and a half call time. You prepare. You stress. A lot of people say they can't sleep the night before to go do a dance on stage for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The concept is just crazy.
And also then you wait 2.5 hours before awards and you're just sitting around for 2.5 hours
like
before
it's
your
crazy.
awards.
Like
and
how
also,
much
like,
goes into it.
Weekly 30-minute privates.
Yeah, to clean
for
a
2-minute dance.
No, but also like I always think like before my private, I just like sit there and then like I'll lift my leg and then I'll go and do my solo. But then before my solo, I'm doing like coccyx balance.
That's what I always think
fortifications. Like,
no, I thought about that at NYCDA Nationals because my private before Nationals, it actually went really well and I was feeling confident with it. And then I was like, wait, what did I do before
nothing.
Before my private? And I was like, literally nothing. But right before comp, I'm getting worked up. I'm shaking, like, my legs. And I'm just like, why? Like, I can go out in my private and do a fine run, but I mess up on stage.
Yeah.
So I feel like you just need to change, like, the perspective sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely working on that with senior year because it's not the end of the world if I mess up a leg on stage.
Yeah. I always tell them because I feel like the twins, if they mess up something in the beginning, it's just like game over for them.
It's game over.
They both are just like, get us off the stage. Like, let me just get through this dance. But I'm like always like, if you mess something up, just like keep going and trying.
What I do is if I mess something up, I hold like if I mess a leg up, I hold a different leg for extra time because
geez.
I'm like, I need to make up for it. So it's like, if you see me like off timing, it's purposeful because I needed to make it up.
Oh, jeez.
I always do that.
I don't. I'm like,
Even my beginning leg, I'm like, okay, if I stick this, then like I have room to make a mistake and it will be okay.
Kens, what do you think is most different about each twin? I think the twins are very different. I always say like I'm the middle personality between them. Do you guys agree?
Molly does not agree.
Yeah,
with that.
she does not
Molly
agree, but that's because you guys like are different with her.
Yeah, I don't think I am.
And I'm just myself.
Yeah, people are like,
I'm my true
Can
authentic
you
self.
explain like the spectrum so like the viewers
Okay, let's explain
see if they agree?
the spectrum. Okay, Cameron's just like,
you called her fake when
You're telling when you told Molly, I think the problem was you used the word fake. Word for word, you said fake.
I said Cameron is fake and Katie is like mean. Like that's how I describe it. But that's not a kind way to explain it. Cameron's not fake. She's just like won't tell you how it is.
Yeah.
And Katie will tell you how it is. Katie is honest and like she won't like
She's
tell
brutal.
Cameron will tell you like what you want to hear. Like I think. And like and then Katie will not tell you what you want to hear. And then I know the happy medium between that. And that's why I think
you don't know the happy medium. It's like you tell some people how it is, and then you're like fake to other people.
yes, that's knowing my audience. Like I don't know what.
It's not that. It's that.
Okay, it was like me and Katie, Cameron, and Loyola at the beach, and we were just like sitting there, and then me and Loyola,
left
Loyola
for
didn't-
so long.
Yeah, we left because we were going to buy Loyola a swimsuit because she went to the beach without a swimsuit. Like, don't ask why. So we were like walking, we're going to get her swimsuit. The twins are texting us 100 miles an hour, and we're like, what could possibly be wrong, right? Okay, these boys, they're like 3 of them, right? 3 or 4.
Yeah.
They're like
four of them.
yeah. Okay, they're like teenagers. Okay? They come up to the twins and they're like, hey, do you want to play pickleball with us? Katie's like, get away from us.
No, I literally just said no.
She was just like, no.
And
Yeah,
it's
she was like, no. And then Loyola and I, they made us run back, obviously. We came back. They came up again and they were like, can you guys please play? Me and Loyola are like, yes. Katie is like,
The problem is
No.
they weren't asking.
it wasn't just like pickleball. They were like making comments about Cameron and I.
And
oh,
we
yeah.
were like 2
They were-
feet
okay,
away.
this
Also,
is
they
what-
were drunk. Like, may I say, like, they were drinking.
okay, Katie,
and they were being
Katie
annoying.
didn't like because they were like $5 for you to get her number. They were like placing bets on it, and that was making them not happy.
It's immature.
She was
Katie's
being rude to them.
Katie, what's your type?
Somebody mature.
Yeah, Katie's like mature. They must be.
Yeah. She'll say that anytime someone asks her.
Katie will not talk to anyone, like any guys, in case you're wondering. Have you ever like had a romantic?
No.
Katie and Cameron are very different in that department.
Romantic.
Not
That
that
was
like
weird.
Cameron is like
Yes, hello? You're acting like I'm talking to so many guys.
no,
I'm
but
not.
like Cameron's more of like a flirt than Katie is.
No. I don't
Yes.
flirt.
No, yes,
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
You
I
do. flirt. It's just your personality. Like there's nothing wrong.
And
with
also, like, the difference between us is, like, Cameron has a few guys on her best friends list
Katie-
on Snapchat.
None. It's not like that you even like Cameron's never gone on a date or anything, but it's just like you're a flirt.
And
you
so
like
are
the
you.
I am too. There's nothing wrong with it. You like the attention. I like the attention. Katie doesn't need the attention. Me and Cameron are similar like that. We like the attention. You can't even deny it.
I just can't take a compliment, so the minute someone like says I'm pretty, I will unadd them.
We were driving to Pilates, like the 3 of us, and then Cameron's like always like in the car while we're driving to Pilates, and then
Never do a kissy face.
me and Katie were like, Cameron, like let's guess your best friends list, and then there's 8 people on your best friends list on Snapchat, and Katie was like, I bet 7 out of 8 of them are guys. Didn't she say that? Katie was like, I bet 7 out of 8 of them are guys.
And then the one that isn't a guy is pinned, so has to be on her best
Yeah.
friends list.
How many guys are on your best friends list?
No,
6.
no.
5.
A lot of people are on a timer though, so we should speed up this podcast.
Are the twins nervous about senior year? It's so fun.
Yes
Yeah.
and no. I am nervous because of like the whole college process. Let's just say it wasn't very smooth with Ken's, and we were with her on that. But I'm so excited to be done with school.
What was so not smooth about it?
The NYU audition.
I spent there were 2 days where it was hard. I will distinctly and forever remember the 2 days.
Also, like, the waiting process was hard for all of us. Like, waiting to hear from these colleges, knowing that the decision is going to be made today. And so when we're in class, we're waiting for Ken's to text if she's opened it or if she's gotten it. Like, that's stressful. If you know that you're about to hear, like your future, it literally could change your life, what you open and you either see congratulations or not. Like, that is just so stressful.
I'm, like, nervous for the first half. But then there was, like, a
long time where it's, like, nothing.
A long time where you're just done.
And I think, like, my biggest advice is, like, during that time, like, don't be stressed. Just, like, know that everything is out of your hands and just, like, enjoy your senior year. I had a lot of fun, like, this year. And I just think, like, I just, like, let, like, fate take its course. And, like, everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. So just, like, letting it be and just trusting the process.
But also the declines are always hard. The rejections.
Well, duh. Like, rejection from anything is hard. Like, even if, like, no matter how bad you want it, like, getting rejected to anything doesn't feel good. So I guess just, like, knowing, again, everything happens for a reason and you'll end up exactly where you want to be. Are you guys going to go to the same college? Or do you want to go to the same college?
Yeah, obviously we want to. But I always say, like, if it happens, it happens. We are applying to the same colleges. We do have the same dream schools. So, I mean, it's not going to stop us, but it is a big factor.
They're not, like, trying to go separate places.
Yes.
It's also, like, out of our hands, kind of. It's where we get accepted to. If we do get accepted to all 7 schools we are applying to,
then
that's not going to happen. But if we do,
it's not going to happen.
We'll probably choose the same one, obviously.
Yeah.
But say we don't, then.
Yeah. If one of you got into your dream school and the other didn't, would you go to the dream school or would you go with the twin?
It obviously depends on the other schools.
Yeah.
If we do get into completely opposite schools, like say we don't get into the same school at all.
Wait,
say we get into one of the same school and then everything else is different. We're not going to choose that one same school.
Yeah.
Just because we both got into that same school.
But if it's like the best option and we both want to go there, then we both will.
So I think, like, each other have a deciding factor in it.
Yeah.
And then, like, obviously, like, the schools. Like, I feel like Loyola is, like, my twin. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to go to the same college, like, the twins did. And, like, her already going to NYU the second I opened it, like, I feel like that was just, like, oh, I'm going. There was no, like, even question about it. But, like, also it was, like, the top school I got into. So it was just, like, I don't know, everything
at the end of the day, we are different people. So I feel like we're going to take this, like, college journey, like, individually.
Oh, wow.
But, like, our decisions will be
together.
Yes.
Okay. Well, stay tuned. What was your favorite group dance?
Break My Soul.
Oh, that one was so hard.
It was so hard.
But it was so fun. It was so hard, though. Like, I don't know. Like, people were telling us how good it was at NYCDA, and then I was just like, if it gets in the gala, I don't know if I can do it again. Like, physically, like, it's so hard. It was the hardest dance I've ever done.
Me too.
But my favorite dance memory, is it like group dance memory or
just
like
your favorite
studio
memory from the season?
Okay, I said this at Banquet, but it was our Valentine's Day party. You guys don't see these. It's sad, but we don't ever like
I feel like
post
no one
about
knows.
it. But we do have like little fun parties whenever it's like a holiday or like Halloween or something. Sometimes we make videos, but if we don't want to, then we just have like a little party. And we had one for Valentine's Day, and it was so wholesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Cameron loves this.
I loved
it.
It was my favorite thing ever. But we all like got on a circle. We had a little paper and we passed it around, and it was like timed. But you like wrote one sentence about whoever's paper you had.
So basically, you wrote one nice thing to every single person.
Yes, I still have my paper.
I have it too.
Mine hangs in my bathroom
mine's
mirror.
in my wall.
I hung it up. It's just like so nice. Like.
And it's anonymous. I don't think we wrote
know
our names.
Yeah, we don't know like who wrote who, but it's just like you have like 21 or however many nice things about someone. And every single morning I go into the bathroom and I put it in my contacts, and like that's the first thing I see is just like the things people like about you. And I guess it's just like a good way to start your day, especially because like Project 21 has all my favorite people there. So just like knowing like that's what they think of me is just like so nice.
But yeah, that was my favorite memory.
I still have my paper. Yeah,
it was so cute. It again. I hope it's like a tradition because it's my favorite
Tell Molly.
Thing. Yeah,
Molly, can they do it again? I'll come back.
My favorite
didn't get an answer.
My favorite memory was that I loved the writing. And then also competing Break My Soul for the first time. I feel like we said that, but that was so fun. Yeah. Just like the energy on stage, the energy in the room. Even the parents were like, wow, that was great. And then it obviously, I don't think it was our best time we'd done Break My Soul, but it was just like the energy and the vibe on stage. Like it just was unmatched.
Unmatched.
And
what
then
was your favorite dance?
Break My Soul was just so hard.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
I loved doing You Don't Love Me the last time with everyone in the audience. Iconic. I will never forget that.
So the last time we competed it, or I don't even think it was the gala, but like at NYCDA during like
the competition, the room completely filled up. There was no seats.
Seats. And I think at Dance Awards, we weren't at Dance Awards.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people say it at TDA too. Like that
was crazy. But that's just insane that one dance like so many people want to see in person. It's just crazy.
And also not even like the room filling up at NYCDA. It was like the energy, like
them screaming.
The little kids around us were just screaming for us. Like our beginning hips, everyone in the room.
I started it and I was like, oh my god!
It was a shock
because the twins didn't go to TDA. Like they didn't experience that. Whereas like the people who went to TDA like already knew like that.
They said that at TDA there were more people in the room, but at NYCDA there was more energy. Like more people were screaming.
Random kids were just screaming, and that was just I've never felt that.
Yeah,
before.
And also at competitions, sometimes people get competitive and they don't cheer for like a studio that's not theirs. No one cared.
Yeah, that was like the nice thing.
Yeah. No one cared, and they knew the dance too. They like went silent before like an iconic part, and we would start it, and they would be like, ah! It was like crazy. Yeah. I was like on stage, and I was like, Cameron, you have to focus. Like this is insane.
Someone asked, how does it feel to be in You Don't Love Me?
It was crazy to watch like it all happen because learning it was amazing.
You don't know.
And also you don't know how it looks when you're actually dancing it. And also, like, when you watch back the video in rehearsal, it's different from on stage. So after we did it at Showcase, I really thought nothing of it until, like, I was scrolling on TikTok, and it was just everyone was posting You Don't Love Me, getting 20 million views. I was just like, wow. Like, it looks so different on stage. And, like, seeing Molly's vision come to light, it was really amazing.
It's also, like, you're doing it so you don't know. Like, I don't think when we were learning it, it wasn't like, this is going to be an iconic dance. Like, you don't do that.
Obviously.
And also, like, it was like, I liked it as much as I liked West End. Like, there wasn't any, like...
Yeah.
It's not like, this is going to be...
The dance of the season.
The dance of the season.
It just, like, happened that way.
Yeah.
I did love West End, too.
Delaney asked...
Delaney, which one?
Videographer. What are they excited about for season 10 of P21?
I'm most excited to like see everything come to life. I feel like nothing comes to life until Showcase. Like you put in the work before, you learn all the dances, and then Showcase is really like
the time
that like P21 basically like opens. It like premieres, I guess. So Showcase is always like, I think like the most
exciting part of the season. But also, I'm excited about, like, the energy because we had such a great season this year that I know everyone who's returning is going to bring that energy and want to match that season, like, because we know how amazing it was. Obviously, we're going to just want to make this season better. So that is going to be exciting for me. And also, I can't wait to see what Molly has in store because I know she's not just waiting until the season. She's already preparing, and I'm excited for Showcase. I'm excited for comps. I'm excited to learn the dances. Like, it's just like a fresh start every season, and I can't wait.
Yeah, going off of that, I feel like people are ready. Like, I think people are ready to make this season, like,
just as good.
I think everyone, we ended on a high, and I think we're going to start on a high.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what's in store.
Did they like NYCDA Nationals better or the Dance Awards better? We didn't go to TDA this year, so
sadly we didn't go.
They have to base it off of last year.
But I don't think they can compare. NYCDA was a completely like new experience for Cameron and I.
So different than
we
TDA.
had no idea going into it, like no idea at all, and it was so much longer and so much.
The OD experience, if you decide to do it for NYCDA, is a completely different experience if you don't do it.
Yeah,
there
like
were
my
9.5
nationals was different than theirs.
Completely.
For OD, there was a 9.5 hour rehearsal, hours of rehearsal every day. And TDA, you don't have that. You have hours of rehearsal, but not like as much.
To the extent that NYCDA
yes. And then TDA,
there's one audition.
You have one audition where you only do jazz and ballet. But for
all in the same like time period.
The same time period. But for NYCDA, you have probably that same time period with jazz and ballet. Plus, you have
more auditions.
A workshop audition, a college audition, another audition. Like, it's just so much more, where I did love doing NYCDA, but like I wasn't expecting how hard it would be.
Personally, I felt like NYCDA was a lot more rewarding than TDA is.
Like, you felt good about your like what you got at the end?
Yeah, just because I feel like TDA, you either like get top 20,
or
top
you
10,
get nothing.
top 3, or you don't get anything.
Yeah, that's
like, it's either you get like something or nothing. And I feel like NYCDA, they gave so much more opportunities and such more like rewards, I guess, that it was at the end, like, even though Cameron and I didn't get like top 13 or whatever,
we didn't recompete our solo. But we did get stuff out of the experience. So they're not really comparable. But
what did you guys think you were going to get? Like, top what going into
50.
50.
A lot of people told them, like,
you're not
lower
even
your expectations.
Yeah, people literally looked us in the eyes and were like, you're not going to get top 50.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people at Project, we had to tell them, you have to lower your expectations for us because we've never done NYCDA before. And
everyone was, like, telling them, like, oh, you guys are going to, like,
win it all.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Okay, there was people who have gone to NYCDA who know, like, the vibes, like, so they were telling the twins, like, just lower your expectations. Like, it's a really long week. You're going to be exhausted, and you'll probably get top 50 and call it a day. And then they were just like, okay. So I feel like that's what they thought going into it, because NYCDA was great, and I feel like they literally loved you guys, but NYCDA is a very tight-knit family, so it's like the kids who have been going to NYCDA keep going to NYCDA.
I feel like we have a different perspective on this, though, because we are, like, TDA's family, though.
Yeah.
Like, we have grown up with Break the Floor. So it's like, if you've grown up with NYCDA, then you will feel the same as we do with TDA.
Yeah.
So I feel like we just have a different perspective than everyone else, and people who go to NYCDA every year, they go to TDA and they think it's so different.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why it's not very comparable, because we've been growing up with TDA. We know what it's like. Yeah. Going into NYCDA, it was so different, and vice versa.
I will say, like, it was definitely an experience that I'm, like, glad I had.
I feel like you guys should go back.
It was just so hard, Kim.
It was so hard.
So they both got top 25, which was really good.
Yeah.
I was very stressed, I hope you know. But the faculty came up to them after and was like, you guys are so good.
Also, like, something, like, coming out from NYCDA is, like, we didn't know anyone.
Yeah,
there.
new people.
Like, we saw new people, and, like, Cameron and I, like, the first rehearsal day, like, we barely danced during the rehearsals, but we saw this girl, and we were like, she is so good.
Can I also just tell you, she was in an aerial section, a tumbling section.
How do you know someone's good from an aerial?
And the way she learned it, Katie and I were like, "Oh my god, she's so good!"
Like, we didn't even see her.
Not
like,
a single actual move in it besides aerials, and we were like, "No, she's the winner." And
Yeah.
she won.
She did win.
She won.
And we never have seen her before.
No.
Like, we literally, half of the people
I
we've
feel
never
like that
met.
was nice. It's just like a new crowd.
Yeah.
And like everyone was so nice. So nice. The senior room was so nice. Like,
even like the one regional we do every year, like we got closer to those people who are always there.
Yeah.
Because they always go to NYCDA.
Yeah.
Like, it was like good audience.
they have like NYCDA friends now. And like the people I talked to, so nice. Like, it was crazy.
And also, like, Cameron and I aren't like, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, they're not,
it
like, outgoing.
It was like groups of people who already had their crew.
And
like,
they came
coming
up
up
to
to us, which was nice because
but the first day of convention, the twins had like already had several rehearsals and like auditions. This girl who won, she walked in and they like told me and Loyola, they were like, guys, we're obsessed with this girl. Like, the twins were like, we're obsessed
You
with her.
became obsessed with her,
yes,
too.
She's so good.
After the first day of convention, we pointed her out, and we were like, okay, we're going to actually see her dance for the first time, and you're going to watch her, too, because she's so good. And
she works really hard, and she definitely deserved it.
She literally, like, tapped, too. She got called out. She was so good
at tap, too.
And then, okay, this girl, she recompeted her solo, and then I was like, twins, go up to her and just say good job. Like, I'm guarantee you she's recognized you guys from the week, too. No.
We're just not outgoing social people. Like, it just gives us anxiety.
I commented on her post.
She's probably like, why didn't she talk to me the whole week? And then, like, another girl who got top 10, whatever, Katie was like, oh my god, she was my first friend.
Yeah, she was so nice.
She was so nice.
Like,
and she was
was
like
so good.
crying because she like is a part of like the NYCDA family. She like hasn't got top 13 before, so she was like, she was like crying, but she was so good too.
And she also like was injured, so she didn't get to do that much convention. But I was like, Ken's, like, let me just tell you right now, she is like gonna get top 10. She's so good. Ken's didn't get to watch her, sadly, but she's so good.
But everyone who got something like more than the twins, they're very happy for them. They literally obsessed with them.
And also, it was nice to see like different people that.
You
than TDA.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like TDA, like, you kind of, like, know. Like,
There wasn't a single person in that top 10 that, like, we've ever seen at TDA, which was really nice. It was really nice to
like,
get
some of the guys,
audience.
like,
Yeah.
What is your favorite Molly combo from season 9?
Crystal Wall.
And mine's either espresso or X's.
No, it's not espresso. It's espresso. There's no
Espresso.
S in it. Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
You know the Brian class I took? Mm-hmm. It was the same exact part as Molly did to that song.
Oh, that confuses me.
It's starting on the 7/8
That always happens, too, because Molly is iconic. She stays with the trends. And her combos are engraved in my brain. So whenever we do a different combo to the same song, it messes with my brain. There was a time, what song was it? Was it Break My Soul? I don't know. But it was 2 at the intensive. We did it 4 times.
It was a Beyonce song.
There was a song that we did
Maddie
5 different yes.
And then
Paige did it.
Paige did it. And then Molly did it. And then Giselle did it.
Wait, what song was it?
It was like, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
It was like a Beyonce song.
Yes,
right?
but we did like 6 different combos to this song, and it
was
messed
crazy.
with me.
It was crazy. Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. What is your favorite Corey and Choi combo from this season?
Ooh, that's hard.
I like the last one we did.
Yeah, me too. I really want to post it.
Did we film it? Oh yeah, we did. But it was like
we filmed it and then I messed up.
Yes. It wasn't like professionally
completely wrong.
Yeah. Like it wasn't way wrong. But yeah, I really did like that one. I also liked
they don't have like song names.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We
It's
did a
hard to
Beyonce
remember.
combo with them too.
Yeah, that was
fun.
that
one was fun.
How was your time with them this year? You guys worked with them more than I did this year because you guys had privates with them. But how was it this year?
I actually really did like working with them because they are so different from all the contemporary teachers we've ever worked with.
Yeah.
But I liked how like diverse they were. Sometimes we walked in and they were like, okay, ballet class.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it was technique. Sometimes it was combo.
Yeah.
Whenever we did a combo, we did it 2 weeks in a row. So we would learn it one time and then film it because their combos were always really long
and really hard.
Really hard. So I did like how we did 2 weeks of it because we never do that with Molly. Fun fact. We just learn it, film it all in one day. But I liked how you like never knew what to expect. But also I'm really excited to like get a solo by them this year. I'm excited to work with them again this year though because like when we learned our solos it was so early in the season.
They like barely knew you guys.
Yes, where they only watched us in like intensive, I'm pretty sure. So I'm glad like they know our styles better to work with them.
Yeah,
again
and I feel like because we came from a very like contemporary studio for the past 4 years, so just like having like this again is like so nice and like exactly like what we needed. And I love their contemporary. I feel like I have a very special relationship with them. I'm not even gonna lie.
You have a special relationship with every teacher.
No,
unique.
I didn't even have any privates with them. Okay, so our one-on-one bonding time was limited
during class,
limited to just class. But I loved them so much, and I genuinely will miss them. And, like, I don't think they'll miss me at all.
It also was, like, a weird,
like,
it was a new experience having, like, 2 teachers.
Oh, yeah. But they're so different.
They're
I love
so
it.
different, and they also have like for your solo, like you didn't experience privates.
Let me tell you, privates were so difficult.
So difficult.
Like, because you would do one move and then they would say one thing and then the other person would say one thing, but they would both like agree with each other, but you have to think about two things at once.
So it's like a lot of correction.
Yeah.
It's like double.
But it was honestly great because it just made you better because you had so many eyes on you at one time.
I love them. They're so funny and they're great.
I'm also excited for group dances though because they know us as a group better.
And I loved our groups with them this year.
Our groups with them were good.
Yeah.
I feel like Project needs good contemporary and they gave it to us.
Yeah.
Also, like all the modern training they gave us, they just like gave us it all.
Yeah. Oh, we did like so many. We did modern technique with them, like that they literally did at Juilliard, and then like ballet. I loved ballet with them.
I feel like we're gonna do more of that this season.
But I loved it. It was great. I love them.
It was nice to just have a set contemporary teacher too.
Oh yeah, that was so nice too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were great. What majors do you both want to do in college?
Dance.
I
feel like Katie has room because she's so smart. She like could go into anything when she's older. Obviously, she's gonna dance. But I mean, like, I have no backup plan.
Cameron's not like dumb. She is smart. It's just like
Katie's so smart.
Yeah, but you are smart. Like you could go into something.
Oh, what major would I go into?
It's also like I would rather dance.
Yeah.
Like even though I do have like the academics, like I would rather just dance.
Yeah, but like
that's
you have
your
a
passion.
backup plan. And I don't.
When does Ken's leave for college, and does she have a roommate? So my roommate is Loyola, my best friend, and I leave on August 21st.
And Cameron and I will not be there.
Yeah, so they're actually not gonna. Neither's my mom. It's gonna be my dad and I when we move in, which honestly, like, I think is for the best. Not to be rude, it's just gonna be so chill. Like, my dad is the chillest person
also,
ever.
If all five of us were trying to
be crazy.
Yeah, it would be too much.
Yeah,
but Katie and I are gonna be at an intensive arts umbrella for 3 weeks
in Canada.
In Vancouver. So we are gonna miss the first 2 weeks of school, which is gonna be
and the
stressful.
Project 21 intensive,
and the Project 21
and orientation and
Project intensive. So if you don't see us at the audition, we are not quitting.
Yeah.
We just are.
Yes, or at the intensive. Like we are continuing with the Project 21, obviously.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like MIA, but I'm gonna be taking their place. So I'm actually going to OSHA to pick up their schedules, like against my will. I don't want to step.
That's our school, by the way.
Who wants to step foot back in their high school after they graduate? Literally no one, but I actually have to go pick up their schedules, so it's fine. I'm going to go get their schedules, and then I will be at the Project 21 intensive. And then Loyola and I are actually going to audition for Project 21 on the behalf of them. So
I told Molly, I was like, we're just going to get decline emails.
Yeah, rejection
emails.
Molly said she's going to send rejection emails.
Because it's going to be me and Loyola auditioning for them, so it's going to be great. Everything's going to be great. But yeah, they're going to be MIA for a few weeks. Hopefully, they'll be taking lots of content so I can be posting on their Instagram. This is another thing I want to mention. I am their new social media manager. And they hate everything about it because they don't like social media.
I do. I don't like Instagram.
Yeah, Cameron likes TikTok. Katie likes nothing. So it's just like, and then I just like love making little videos. Like I feel like you guys have been seeing, I've been making little videos that I love doing with my whole heart. And then I love Instagram and I love just like creating. I love content creating. I love taking photos. I love taking videos. So like make sure you guys are engaging on their accounts because I'm making it good again. It got a little rusty. Like I have to say.
You're so rude.
I redid Cameron's highlights.
You say about a little rusty like Cameron and I ever ran it.
Yeah, they didn't. It was my mom, but like
she
can divert her time like away from her Instagram. But I'm so excited to do it. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited to make videos.
Going back to the question, Katie and I will be going to New York, just not then.
Oh yeah.
Not on her move-in day. We're going to go, I think, the week after.
Yeah.
So we can still spend time with her, but not miss too much school and be there for her.
I'm excited. I'm going to do, like, a move-in vlog, obviously, for college. And I'll just, like, have my dad film. Like, he'll just be, like, filming. And it'll be me and Loyola and Loyola's mom. It's going to be, I feel like
they also want to, like, rearrange their dorm. So he's going to be working.
Handyman. He knows he's handyman. But, like, I just feel like it's going to be so chill. Because, like, if my mom was there, like, she is, like, not chill. Like, she's obviously, like, my favorite person ever, but she's going to be, like, do this, and it'd just be so chaotic.
You say that, like, you match your personality.
Yeah, my mom and I are the same person.
They clash so
hard. But, like,
hard.
that's why we clash so bad is, like, we just disagree, and my dad is just, like, if I'm, like, do this, he'll be like, okay. Like, he's just so, he's so chill.
Yeah, so, because he does whatever she wants. That's why.
But he also does whatever my mom wants too. So
it's great. My mom would be so stressed. Like, he's going to be so, So I'm really excited. And I just feel like it's going to be so fun. And that vlog is going to be so fun. Like, I'm really excited. Someone asked, hello. Someone asked, why did Ken stop dancing?
You stopped dancing?
Yeah,
when?
I was not aware of this.
Maybe you need to manage your social media better.
People think, like, because it's my last competition, I'm stopping dancing, but I'm not. I'm going to college for dance, and then I'm taking classes a lot over the summer. I always send my mom, like, screenshots of master classes of people, and she's like, no. She's like, I am not driving you. So there's, like, so many more classes that I want to be in, but I literally can't because I can't get there. LA is, like, a little far for us. Yeah. To go for me to take an hour and a half class.
There'll be a lot of master classes Ken's will be taking at the end of summer because Katie and I will be gone, so she's going to be very bored.
Yeah. How was your experience on Dancing with the Stars Juniors? Wow, it's a very long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, it was amazing, but it was so long that I don't really remember much. I mean, obviously I do. It was like such a big part of my life, and it was so much fun. So much fun. But, I mean, it was stressful. Like, going up on stage, getting one take to perform a number and then getting scored in front of cameras, like, that's a little intense. But I mean, it was so much fun.
I would have been great, personally. I feel like I would have done it better than you. Don't you think?
If you guys didn't know, it was me or Ken.
Yes, it ended up being me or Cameron. How did that become about? I don't know. And it was you.
Yeah.
How?
I got picked.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you were short.
Katie was up there too.
But
just got cut.
Literally, I made it far.
Yeah, you did.
I made it too far for, like, whatever. Okay.
We all made it far for having the audition be our first ever ballroom class. Yeah. We bought ballroom shoes for that audition.
Yeah. But, yeah. Why did you guys not go to TDA? Well, I didn't go either, but why were you guys not at the dance awards?
It literally was just because we couldn't do, like, 2 weeks of nationals in a row.
So the twins were doing OD, like the senior outstanding, OD is weird, but senior outstanding dancer, that was committed to. So that was set and done. And then everyone, again, like we were saying, was telling them it is like an exhausting week. Do you feel like they made it more dramatic than it was?
No.
Okay.
It got better. The first day was the hardest, for sure. And after, like, the long auditions were done and we just had, like, the mini ones, it was fine because we knew the environment by now. We became friends with people, so we weren't alone. But the beginning, we were, like, just by ourselves, didn't know anyone, so that was really difficult.
Yeah. It also just, like, went by so fast.
It did. But
so basically everyone was telling them that it was the most exhausting week of their lives and to brace themselves and just really mentally preparing them for sure. So, like, with that being said, like, I just think, like, doing TDA before wouldn't have been, like, manageable.
Also, we've learned from doing Radix in TDA when we were at a young age, 2 nationals in a row is too much.
So,
honestly.
I just want to give props to the people who did, like, 5 nationals
when
this
you're
year.
Young, you do a lot of nationals, and let's just say it's too much. You learn that the hard way. Like, the only way you learn that is by doing it, and it's way too much on your bodies. Way too much. Like, you just want to go home. You honestly, like, don't know how hard it is sleeping at a hotel, and just, like, even if you have a day off, it's technically, like, you don't feel the same.
Yeah.
So we've learned that 2 nationals is just too much. So if as a team we go back to TDA, obviously we're going to do TDA, but we wanted the full experience with NYCDA, and we could have done 2 and not done Outstanding Dancer.
Well, you could have done Outstanding Dancer and TDA.
It was, no, I couldn't have.
Also, physically. There's just, like, there's not really, like, if you're not going to get the most out of both experiences, then
they wanted to just exert all their energy into.
And we knew we had to go to NYCDA for a certain amount of time, so why not just go there for the whole time and do the whole experience? Yeah. It was harder, but, like, we're spending our time there anyways. So do the
I have to say, there was literally, I had so much FOMO, so bad. I literally texted my mom, like, please just let me fly out. Like, I need to go. Like, I miss everyone so much. I miss Molly. I miss the team. Like, I need to go to TDA.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel
so
like
much FOMO.
My mom was so close to letting me go. I think just because, like, for the dance off day, everything, like, I just, like, needed to be there, but I didn't end up going.
No, I wanted to go so bad.
I wanted to go so bad.
But I just knew that if we were doing NYCDA, there was just no way to do both. And I know everyone did, but I don't think anyone besides the juniors did both.
And
TDA.
even like the juniors, they were
by the end of it, they were exhausted.
Burke and Briston, like they were just like exhausted, like by the end of it, and like I don't know how they did.
And it also was
like
just
Reagan
like
and Sarah. I don't know how they did that.
They weren't like enjoying themselves either.
Yeah.
Like,
is there a plan for you guys to have a contemporary duet?
We've only ever had contemporary duet. Actually, no. Our first duo was jazz. No. A
Like,
lot of
Michigan.
duos. Michigan. When we were in Michigan.
Our
first duos. I think we had
Maybe we should
two
bring it back.
that were jazz. Our duo costume is in your room in Michigan. I stayed in your room, by the way.
Oh, good.
But yeah, my first little costume and our duos were there.
How tall are you? Someone asked that.
5'3".
5'4".
5'2".
No, you are not a whole inch shorter than Katie.
Yeah, it's probably like 5'2" and 3.
When you go to Pilates, you have to tell the instructor how tall you are because then they like
Adjust your machine.
adjust the machines. Favorite competition? I'm really on my Radix kick right now.
You haven't gone in how many years? 5?
6?
You're living through the challenge.
But someone just let me be the senior winner.
You didn't go for it.
And then when I took Brian's class, I was just like, this is my calling.
Your competition era is over. You're never going to go to a national.
Yes, I will. Like, catch me at Radix.
I swear, guys, I will disown her if she goes to nationals. You can't be a super senior. I'm so sorry. But you didn't even qualify. You didn't even go to a regional.
I don't know why. Okay, so what's your favorite competition?
I think 24/7.
Yeah, I agree. 24/7.
I feel like it would be jump, but we can't go to jump.
Yeah, the jump
I
faculty.
love the jump faculty.
We actually went to jump like before coming back to project. So like we had Molly at jump and it was
we
so
followed
amazing.
her around.
We went to one jump convention, not like multiple.
No. Like in class, like we went to her.
Senior.
We
went to her senior team.
Junior.
Oh yeah, but that's what I went. Oh my god, I went to Jump New York this year, and it was the best weekend of my life. Like 100%.
Katie and I want to go, but like also if Molly's there, then we can't. Usually there's a limited amount of jumps we can pick from because whichever one Molly's going to, we can't go to.
Yeah.
And they always fall on weekends we are busy. So sadly, we haven't been able to go in a couple years.
Maybe Cameron and I will go to Jump Hawaii together though.
Imagine. Sorry, they didn't like that. But imagine. We could this year. We should. Jump Hawaii is our vibe.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our little recap with the Couch Sisters, and we will check back in when the twins are doing their college decisions. And
that's so weird.
So
like
weird.
Another update when Katie and I are committed.
Yeah, so
that's weird.
Make sure you guys keep following along because a lot of exciting things are coming. I'm so excited for this month and just like everything coming up.
I'm terrified for this year.
Well, there's more follow-up episodes to come with people before I head off to the Big Apple. So make sure you guys are following along. We love you.
Are you going to continue the podcast in New York?
Yes. You know, Loyola has already asked people. Not even me. Loyola has asked people.
Yeah, you guys comment down below some New York.
There's so many good people.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. If you guys know of anyone or if you're coming to town for either Pro 21 intensive or just like any intensive happening in California.
Summer vacation.
DM Stop Talking Kens and I'll answer you guys because obviously we always want new guests on the podcast and I just feel like I've met so many amazing people from this. So.
Also, people are scared to ask.
Why?
I don't know. If you guys want to be on the podcast.
And don't be scared to ask. Like, we literally love meeting you guys, like at competitions, conventions, wherever it is. So always feel free to come talk to us because we love it. So yeah.
That's all.
If there's anyone you guys want to see on the podcast or if you are coming, let me know.
Peace out.
Love ya. Bye.